Hello. Testing. Okay. Hi, we're back on temporary setup. So as you see, I'm actually visiting the Land of Shadow at this time. How's the volume? How does everything look? Am I loud? Is the game loud? Please feel free to give some feedback at this time while I'm setting everything up. You're attending Consort Radigan's wedding? I feel like it'd be Consort... one second. I'm not logged into Twitch and I can't check my dashboard. Okay. I need to make sure that we're working. Stream manager. Ugh, go away. Don't tell me things. I don't care. Okay. We're good. Perfect. Okay, so I'm actually currently attending, I'm attending like a wedding in the Land of Shadow. I don't know who's getting married. Someone named Michaela, I think. And Randy. Listen, I'm a typical wedding crasher. I haven't seen that movie, so like please just, don't make too many references to it. But I'm something of a wedding crasher, and I made this friend over here, this guy right here, but we're playing Bloodborne today. Right? So, we need to dress the part. So, I gave my wormy friend some... We're playing Bloodborne today, of course. So I hope that you like what I made. I made some artistic alterations to this figure from the Land of Shadow for Bloodborne. You hate on GameStop guy but still attend his weddings? I don't hate on GameStop guy. I'm troubled by GameStop guy. I'm troubled by anyone who gets married within 6 months of knowing each other. Could not wait for this day. Yeah, oh my god. And so background. Okay, so I'm on temporary setup, as you can tell. Sorry about all the wiggling with the. It's like a computer. Oh, that's big. Hang on, that we have to move that. Oh. Okay, that's supposed to be up here actually, and like a little smaller, like something like that. Something like just a little bit over here, maybe something like that. Okay, and then also the YouTube alerts got it. So the YouTube alert is in the right place, but this one isn't. Okay, that's good. Master MBS, thank you so much for the resub. Almost a year at tier 3. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome back. I have stories for you all. I'd be like, where have you been? I will explain. Mostly you get the context. I'm in the Land of Shadow right now. I'm on vacation here to attend a wedding, and Worm with the hat. He needed a hat. I would like to credit to Vulpine for the idea. Vulpine gave the worm a cute hat way back when this image was first released and we got the worm. I gave him thumbs up, but Vulpine gave the worm a hat, and I was like, my god, does a hat ever look good? Guest appearance on stream here? What, my worm friend? Which side is Wormy on? I get confused because the perspective is off, because he's like over there for me, but if anyway. So that's where the idea came from. But then I also thought that I feel like he needs a gun, so I gave him a blunderbuss. I will admit that, Wormy is in fact kind of pointing it at my dome piece, so it's like a little troubling, but you could just pretend like he's actually behind me, right? So he's like watching my back in this suspicious land. One more Bloodborne lore? We're Bloodborne loring today, for sure. Is Worm friend who you're staying with? Yeah, I'm just lurking in the forest. I'm camping out right now. So I'm really amused by this, like that I made this. Hang on, I made another one. Hide the top hat, hide the blunderbuss. I made, if I'm visiting. I had some fun with this a little bit. Yeah, I'm staying with Mesmer in the Land of Shadow right now, so what up, gamers? Can I give him a top hat and a blunderbuss? I can't, but we're not gonna do that right now. I had a little bit of fun setting it up. The YouTube title is Shadow of the Erd Tree. So it actually updated. You might need to refresh. Like, sorry, I just saw that. Also, it actually, yeah, it's a whole thing with YouTube. I have to do like a YouTube is wrong thing. I thought it was a mic. What was a mic? Does Mesmer know you're staying there? Yeah, he's like right there. He's looking at me. He's right there. He's watching. Oh my god, the gun is pointing at his head. Let's not. Oh, the blunderbuss. No, that is a blunderbuss. That's a blunderbuss. Yeah. Not be spending your time streaming for us. Well, anyway, okay, so just to get into like, you know, I'm on the temp setup, so this is going to be happening with the chair. It's just going to be like that. It might break your immersion a little bit. I apologize. It's not like a real green screen. It's just like a software one. It's the same thing that I use in. Oh, my mic just blew out. Sorry. I might have to lower it a little bit. I just lowered it like 1 decibel. Anyway, it's what was I saying? It's the same thing I use when I have my slight blur background, but here I just have, you know, this. So I decided to have a little bit of fun with it and give us a nice background. So, since I'm on temporary setup, I brought stuff so that I could stream, but I missed a cable. I forgot one cable, and it's important enough that I wasn't able to stream. So I ordered the cable, and the cable was misdelivered and they sent it to the wrong place. So I had to order the cable again. So I was going to stream on Tuesday, but that didn't work, but we're pretty much back. That's pretty much that's the story. It's not really that much lore, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, and thank you for the reasons. I'm so sorry. I was like focused. I was focused. Ethic, thank you for the prime. Thank you for 5 months. Please enjoy the worm hat. Do you think it's a good position for the worm hat? I can adjust. Like, do you think, like, I just didn't want his face to be covered because he's such a cutie patootie. So I feel like floating top hat is more a pro. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's sick. Beautiful. And Thayrap, thank you so much for 31 months. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. We got a hype train off resubs. You do love to see it though. Oh, also exclamation mark prime, because we love primers. You should cut eye holes out of the top hat. Oh yeah, listen, that's a really good idea, but I just thought of the top hat sort of on the fly, and now I regret not doing that, because then he would be kind of like Wolverine when he wears his mask with the eyes sticking out. Oh, also, I saw the Deadpool Wolverine movie. It's really poggy. Rob, thank you so much for the gifted membership to the YouTube community. The commands work. It didn't make a sound, though. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, there we go. I don't know if this command is active. Probably not. I'm on a temporary setup. I'm traveling at this time. So we're a little different, but pretty much everything will be exactly the same. Won't be too different, all things considered. Ready for some more Away? Me too. Also, the Deadpool movie was really good. I'm not going to talk about it for spoilers. No worries. Like, I'm not going to say a single word, but it was really, really, really good. And I really enjoyed it. And it was really funny. So I finally got a chance to see it, which was great because I heard it was amazing. And it is. It holds up. It holds up. So I think I'll talk about it soon, but not yet because, you know, it's still pretty new, so I don't want to spoil. I managed to see nothing until I saw it too, so I don't want to ruin it for everybody. Anybody else? It says alleged Bloodborne fan plays Bloodborne first playthrough. That's true. I am an alleged Bloodborne fan because I haven't gone to court to prove it, so. A little ham-fisted at times, but overall I enjoyed it. I'm like a total sucker for like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just love that stuff. So like, it was definitely a little over the top, but I think if any movie is going to be over the top, it needs to be freaking Deadpool. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's freaking Deadpool. It was a spoiler in advance, but joke's on them. I didn't know who it was. Hey, that works. I recognized pretty much everything that was meant to be. Because I think I'm a bigger nerd than I thought I was. Do you know what I mean? Can't be over top when The Boys exists. The Boys season 4 is definitely a little over the top at this point. Like, it already was a little crazy, but yeah, I would agree that I think The Boys may be the most over the top thing that exists. Boys grinding for that MD. LOL, I'm almost done. Yo, on that MD grind set. Good luck. That would be a great way to celebrate for sure. Night of your last stream? Yeah, so unfortunately, I wanted to stream on Sunday, like, you know, usual schedule, but I got the worst headache on the known planet. So it took me out, and then, you know, it was travel time, and then I forgot the freaking cable. Oh my god. So basically, we should be back to normal, like, you know, pretty much up to schedule, so that's it. Boys is crazy? The Boys is crazy. Alien next? I'm not seeing that Alien movie. I saw the preview for the new Alien movie when I saw the movie, and it was so scary. I was like, I can't watch this. So I can have an empty theater? Why would you want to go to an empty theater? It's so scary. You know what it is for me? I'm really sensitive to noises, like loud noises. So when they make the loud noises in the trailer and it makes me jump, I'm like, nah, I can't. 10 subs goal for Raph to watch Aliens? No. Also, it's freaking Alien Romulus, isn't it? Move background, Raph is back. Volpine, look at what I made. Do you see the hat? That was your inspo. Remember when you put that hat on the worm? I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna put a hat on the worm, but it's like Bloodborne. So like, you know. That was inspired. You gave the worm a nice sun hat, and I really enjoyed it. My local theater's big, comfy, reclining leather chairs. Oh, that's nice. Have you seen 80s The Thing? No, I think that's too scary for me. I heard Romulus was bad. I heard it was really good. It's simply too scary for me. Cartoon music video, the animated thing, I did, and it was really funny because I've been calling Mickey Taylor Swift, as we know. Hang on, I just want to see if I can do this real quick. Just so, hang on, it needs to be bigger. Yes, it kind of works. It does. But I have to turn this way. Actually, it works because I turn this way. So I'm like, we shall be bloodborning at this time. Ooh, I love it. I'm gonna give it back to the worm though. This is why you might be like, why didn't you just Photoshop the image so that it has a hat instead of making it all on OBS? And this is why. It's too big. It's too big. I'm sorry. Like a big hat is funny. Like we love Logan from Dark Souls 1. Logan? I don't know why I said that way. We love Big Hat Logan, but like perhaps, no, it's still too large. It's still too large. I'm sorry. You can't have such a large hat. Like who do you think you fucking are, worm? You know? Okay, there we go. Anyway. Keep it and don't mention it. See, you asked about it first. Hang on. I have a better idea than this. Nah, if I want, I can give us both a hat, is what I'm trying to say, effectively. Gaming. Oh, wait. Chad, did you hear that? I just realized. Did you hear that? Or did that not go through? Because I just realized my setup's a little different, and I'm concerned that audio didn't come through. Shit. Ugh. It didn't go through? Son of a beach ball! Okay. I think this should work. It should be on now. It should be on now. Okay. Failed return of ice cream sandwich mic? It is, but I'm like a little concerned that you're more focused on the mic than my friend over here. He has no trigger discipline. Do you see that? I'm ever gonna freaking have a gun accident. For real. Okay, that is pretty pog. Okay, thank you. Now that you have given homage to my worm friend, you may notice the ice cream mic. It is indeed. Yeah, we're back. We're gonna start soon. It does look like an ice cream sandwich. It really does. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Volpine, for the 100 bits and for Big Hat Worm. That is way funnier than I think it should be. Like, that is 10 out of 10. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard. I know it doesn't sound like I'm like, oh my god, that is so funny. That's so funny. I mean it though. That's so funny. Did it make the sound? It should have. I heard it. Did it? I'm just waiting for feedback at this time. I'm hoping it did. I might need to test a couple more things if not. Thank you, Robtman, for the 100 test bits. Please let me know if it went through. And then we begin. Dang, this is pretty sick. Hang on, I can be like really immersed in the game. Oh, I love that. Ah, it's so great. Got a couple buffers? No sound though. No sound! That's troubling. I don't know why that's happening. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to test that for next time. So we might just have no audio cues. For that, I apologize. Buffers though? There shouldn't have been buffers. Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll just have to look out. The worm is giving off call an ambulance, but not for me vibes. Now I can't unsee the ice cream mic. Yeah, whoever said that first, you get ultimate credit. Rob, thank you for the $5 Reno super chat over in the YouTube chat. It's where you are. You're over there. Okay. Bloodborne, we play. So, everything should be normal. Oh yeah, dude, if you get the MD thingy, then we'll have 2 doctors. Oh, it's gonna be so poggy. Because then I will have, like, we can do like statistics. Like if you guys disagree, you know how they do like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. Now we can be like, do you recommend this? Do you recommend this? And then we can discuss from there. Do you know what I mean? It's like poggy. No sound alert should help with the spooky. Yeah, but I'm really bummed. I don't know why the sound isn't working. You just have to yap more this time? Bro, like, I was born to yap, okay? I'm like a professional yapper. Like, I'm really good at it. I think I can see the FPS. Is this because I've been outside? Do you know what I mean? What the fuck is this? Wait, what? The top hat? Why do they give me that now? And where are they? This is so relevant. Boom, baby. Setup they used to do the mysterious notification sound? Yeah, I'm hoping that's fixed. Okay, so we're back to lore. I don't remember what we were doing. We were doing Chalice dungeons is what we were doing. So that's going to be really fun, actually. There is lore in them, but there isn't too much in Tumaru where we are at this time. Oh, that was a really delayed note. It was like 5 minutes, YouTube. How do you trigger Gammon interactions? It never works. It's completely RNG. That's actually a great question. So you might have noticed a couple of times in the previous VODs, Garamond has shown up over here and he was like snoring and whatnot. Also, a couple of times the doll has been standing here. She's been sleeping. basically the denizens of the dream have RNG based events that can occur. So I know that we sort of criticize Bloodborne for you can't rest, you have to warp back to the hunter's dream, but this is basically something so that these events can trigger and that you can witness them. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying there isn't a better way to do it, but there's some incredibly rare events. So one of them you might hear me mention, or folks in chat mention, a prayer. The doll can stand here and actually say a prayer, and she has it's very rare dialogue. In all my hours, I've seen the dialogue twice. Ever. Once on stream. That was so long ago though, I don't even think we have a clip. But the point is that you just have to keep coming back. So if you're trying to trigger it, just go back to the hunter's dream and leave and go back and leave, and you know, just back and forth in a certain cycle. What is RNG? Random number generation? Just like chance. It's sort of like, I don't know if I'm explaining this properly, but every time you enter the hunter's dream, it's like you're rolling a dice. And there's a chance that you roll special interaction, special dialogue, special appearance. And some of them are more common, like the doll sleeping. Sometimes the doll standing over there, praying at or just like leaning over that grave. Those can happen pretty commonly, but the prayer is very rare. Mark out while insta dream instead of loading twice. Don't know though. That could work too. I'm afraid I don't know though. I haven't really tried to trigger these events. Didn't realize it was so rare. It is really rare. Although to be fair, you know, I don't always look for them, but the doll, frankly, if you're coming back, it's a pretty high chance you're coming back for the doll, right? So, you know, it's a really cool bit of dialogue. We'll try to get it, but trying to get it is just looking for the doll. So we won't be able to necessarily fully trigger it, but we can talk about the dialogue, because it's really cool. Gehrman is a creep with the doll. Gehrman is not a creep with the doll. It's a really prevalent misunderstanding in the lore. And people think, I know, okay, there's like a little Easter egg in here somewhere. I don't remember where it is. One of these books, if you look really closely at these books, like we're talking like blow them up with the camera thing, like the sort of stuff that Lance McDonald does. Lance McDonald, not McDonald's, sorry. You can see one of these books has like how to pick up fair maidens or something like that. So the existence of this little Easter egg book on top of the line of dialogue where Gehrman says, you can use anything here, even the doll, should it please you. People take it as Gehrman is a creep, and it's like a wink wink. It's not a wink wink. It's something different. And the reason it bothers me so much is that a lot of the horror of Bloodborne occurs right here in this hunter's dream, and it goes over people's heads. Hand us over the doll for fun? No, that is not what the dialogue is. The dialogue is use whatever you want in the dream, and then he whispers, even the doll, should it please you. That is it. And that's enough for people's minds to go wild, because frankly, most people can't get their mind out of the gutter. And they see male character and female NPC, and they make assumptions. What we're talking about here, we could have gotten an idea of it already, so I'll talk about it. This umbilical cord. This precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. The hunter's dream was created during this event, and we don't have the full image yet. Meant to be provocative? It's not. It's a very common misunderstanding. People read him whispering as him implying sexual. It's him implying terror. He is scared of the doll. The reason that he, despite being alone for a very long time, he never appears with the doll. Where the doll goes, he is not anywhere near. This is a tiny little building, and no matter where she spawns, she is here or over there, and he spawns in here, out of sight, or down there, also out of sight. He is fucking terrified of the doll. Might be like, okay, but why is he scared of the doll? It doesn't make any sense. Well, I can't get into all of it yet, but we know that he created the doll, or at least it's implied. There's evidence as to why he created the doll. He was obsessed with someone that he lost. Now, let's play a little game. You encounter a great one, and one of the biggest things in your heart is that you have lost someone that you care about. Anyone that you love, a friend, family member, romantic partner, anyone, someone that you cared, a student, someone that you cared for very, very deeply. Now, the great ones, now this is a little advanced lore, so if you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry, I know. The great ones create things off the imagery provided for them by a host. Gehrman is the host. The reason that the dream takes on this form is that this was a very dear place for him. It was a place where he had comfort. So the great one who created this place was kind of doing him a favor. He's like, okay, you really like this place. You have warm, fond memories of this place, so I will recreate it for you. And then it also somehow, with magic, sci-fi, advanced knowledge, was like, oh, I see you're missing someone that you lost in your life. Well, I'll remake them for you. But it's not them. The Grey One who conceived this place basically created the doll in the image of, it's like bringing a plushie to life that's shaped like someone that you loved. It's not them though, and we know for sure it isn't them because eventually we encounter who Gehrman actually lost. So this is a being that looks exactly like someone you care about but isn't them, will never be them because they are gone. Wouldn't you be terrified of that being? Like horrified? I would be. It's one of like body replacement and your loved one coming back, but it's not actually them, is like horror 101. And they put it in this game into the hub. This is your safe place, and it's the most nightmarish, horrifying place. Also, fun little detail. This is the hunter's dream. Dreams are fairly neutral. Normally nightmares are considered a negative, right? We have a difference in English between dream and nightmare. I don't know if this distinction exists in Japanese, but this may be a dream to us, but I would argue that for Gehrman, it's a nightmare. He gets to stay locked in here in this place that should be safe for him, a place that's very beloved for him, and instead it's his prison, filled with no one. He's alone forever, except for this strange creature that looks like someone he loved. It's not he uses the doll. Oh. That's why it bothers me that people misunderstand this so much. Is because instead of turning it into like such a horrific nightmare, the realization of what this represents, it's just doll. You know? Also English only, remember. So the Grey Ones care but don't at the same time. They don't necessarily care, but they do their best. There is one item description that describes them as being sympathetic. I think they're sympathetic to one thing and one thing alone. What does he mean by use the doll? He means level up. What do you use the doll for? You use it to strengthen.
Welcome home. What is it you... Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
This is what the doll does.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Now imagine the doll as a gym trainer. Yeah, that actually happens off screen when you level up. Yo, Cletus, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to the community. Thank you so much for the butterflies. Skill run? Sure is. Now, thank you for the butterflies again, Cletus. Sorry, I just want to finish. I mean, obviously leveling up is definitely something. These level up ladies are supposed to be safe places, right? But it really bugs me that people just see Gehrman and be like, ugh, he horny. Bro, are you kidding me? This place is literally his fucking prison. He does nothing but sleep and cry. He is trapped here. This is the ultimate nightmare for him because it's his safest place turned into something horrific. It's so fucking cool. Cletus, thank you for yet another gifted sub in the community. He says it in a creepy way because he's fucking scared. Like, seriously. Chat, we know who the doll is. We know why she is here. We know who she really was. We know their relationship. So, okay, sure, you could argue, yeah, he secretly was in love with a student. Okay, sure, but like, that's not why he doesn't... He's terrified of her. He doesn't even... That's the only time he ever mentions her, ever, and it's in a quiet, careful whisper. Gehrman apologist. Seriously, though, do you not realize this place is literally designed to make him suffer? Sort of. There's other places that want to make him suffer. Why is it her, knowing who she was in real life? She is still a tool by the moon presence. Alright, I gotta say some thank yous. Cletus, thank you for 3 more gifted subs to the community. That's what, 9 total? Am I counting right? 9! Thank you so much! I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support today. And Chaos Theory, thank you for the gifted sub to Halvar. Thank you for 3 total gifted subs in the channel. Appreciate the support. Immediately thought he meant it in a creepy way. Yeah, it's really easily misunderstood. I don't blame people for at the start thinking, oh, it's a horny thing, it's a sex doll. But by the time we end the game, especially once we get into DLC, we should have a pretty clear idea of who these characters are and why what's happening here is happening. Amplifies his loneliness and weirdness, but it damages the horror. Like, do you not like get that concept? Like the idea of this is a place where it should be comforting for him. It's like a human being has been imprisoned here by someone who doesn't understand human beings, by a literal alien being who is so powerful that it created this entire realm, and it's meant to be comforting. They're like, oh, you're missing this person? Here, I created a doll who looks just like them. There, now you won't be lonely anymore. This is your favorite place in the world where you're the happiest. Congratulations, now you're trapped here forever. I hope you're happy here. He's basically a bird in a gilded cage. This is not a human being. This is a doll. She even says that. So he's horrified of her. It's like a human building in a cage for an animal, and they put a snake and a mouse together. There is no escape. That's the thing. There is absolutely no escape for him. I think that the Coomers are just like too like, do we still call them Coomers now, or are they Gooners? I'm confused by the modern parlance at this time, but I'm just trying to say, like, I think that folks focus too much on boy plus girl, and they don't see the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that that's a big case of it. I think that he did love Maria, who the doll is based upon. I just don't think that it was necessarily like... And the fact that still people go, oh, he wants to bang the doll. He bangs the doll, everybody. Don't you? Isn't it funny? He bangs the doll. I'm like, oh my God, bro. You're not seeing how horrifying this is. You're missing like the biggest smack in the face of horror. Not all Coomers are Gooners. I don't know the difference. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. We haven't been to Canehurst yet. Not yet. A doll that sheds tears. Oh yeah, the doll is more than a doll for sure. But we're getting to this. Paul Marcano, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat as well. It's like when you first enter the dream and Gehrman says, don't worry about it so much, just go hunt some beasts. It's like that, except the Coomer version. Yeah, we're getting into this. Kind of creeped out if my teacher made a life-size doll of me, though. Oh yeah, but it's a little different. Okay, think of it. Listen, let me. It's not like a teacher with a bunch of students. It's like a master and their Padawan from Star Wars. So like you know how they're like really close. Y'all seen Acolyte? You know how they're like they have a very close bond, and it's like wow, and you're not supposed to feel anything because you're a Jedi or whatever, but you still like miss them. Like that's what we're talking about here. So it'd be like if what's his name? The guy, Obi-Wan. Thank you. It's like if Obi-Wan, when Anakin went Darth Vader, built a doll of Anakin. But you have to remember too, he made the doll, Garmin, and then he's like, fuck, I'm a crazy person. And he kind of like chilled the fuck out. At least I think he chilled out a little bit, you know? What is it? A peculiar type of mania? And he's like, oh fuck, why did I make this doll? A deep love for the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article and the care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warmth. Mania never stays mania, dog. Star Wars talk? Yeah, we're talking about Star Wars. It's very important that people like understand. And like, it's like Obi-Wan and Anakin, bro. For real, for real. Mm-hmm. Time for more Chalice engines. Had a child doll? But it's not a child doll. It's the same age doll. If Obi-Wan made a doll of Anakin, it would be fucking weird. But because they're both men, people wouldn't think it's horny. They would just think he's crazy. That's the point. He's crazy, dude. He's just a little wackaroony. He's had a rough go, even before he got trapped in dream hell. Garmin is BB's Moog. Okay, first of all, Moog has beaten the allegations. I'm not saying he's cleared. I'm just saying we need to find some more crimes. Isn't Garmin related to Maria, though? Not as far as we know. No, he doesn't have the right hair color or anything. We know who she's related to. I feel like I forgot to say a thank you, by the way. I'm so sorry if that's the case. Let me scroll through my notice here. Goodness. Oh, Maestroshi, thank you for the 100 bits. Flamebait, thank you for the resub as well. Oh, man, sorry. I'm like so behind. This is one of my favorite lore things. And it drives me insane that people take this really cool horror concept and turn it into horny. It's not horny. Even if it was horny. Like, if he were horny, I think he would stay a little closer to the doll, no? But he is very consciously always out of line of sight. I already cried and got over it? In 5 minutes? You should be sadder. Thank you so much for the prime. Please enjoy your new butterfly. Hang on, did I miss? I feel like I missed something. Poroth! I forgot to say thank you 25 minutes ago. Thank you so much for the prime. Welcome back. I knew I forgot something. No more background? Yeah, we're on temporary setup. Oh, that's a trap right there. I'm not falling for that. What's the difference between a Coomer and a Gooner? I don't know. Someone will have to say... We'll have to ask the Gen Zs. Yo, Z7! Thank you for the 500 bits. Goodness. Lorny? No, Lorny is like what we all are at all times, but that's different. That's like when your brain is horny. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's different.
Well, technically, since arousal begins in the brainstem with the release of chemicals and
Shut up! Straw person I just created. It's a spiky door. You can't open it. Expecting the doll to get possessed by a great one? That's effectively what's happened. But I think the doll is something a little different, too. Holy shit! So I think we'll finish Tumaru. Holy f... I hope you're not arachnophobic, gamers. Because shit's about to get weird. I live, bitch! Not for long, though. It's not looking good for me. They hit so hard! Did you see that? Angry, angry spiders. How do you tip? So, on phone? I don't think I've ever done anything like that on mobile. I don't know. There's, exclamation mark donate leads to a link if you want to donate directly. Otherwise, there's subscriptions and bits, which I think should be in your chat near the bottom. Twitch app sucks now? Yeah, it definitely did some change. Are those the same spiders from the wrong fight? No, those spiders exist only in the nightmare. These ones are unique because they're the red variety, but that particular model only shows up in the Nightmare. And I might be like, which Nightmare? Good point. Not Nightmare Frontier. The Nightmare of Mensis, I think it's called. Now, we also get very similar spiders. Don't fall for the trap. Where's the bell? 1 moment, please. We also get really similar ones with human heads. Why are you so tanky? I think I might be under level for this place. Like just a touch. Yeah, you're real, unfortunately. The scaling, bro. Each chalice is a little tougher than the next. Can't beat a bit of... What the... Who the fuck did that? Why are you so weird? I actually clicked the parry button. You fucking hater. Oh, that was good. Yeah, I'm a little fuzzy. I'm a little, you know, out of it. Yeah, lower Tumaru. It do be getting a little real. We might have to come back. How far in the chalices are you going for continuing the game? Just as far as I feel, and unfortunately it might be soon, because this is indeed where it gets real. Yeah, yeah. That is so degenerate. I would never be so degenerate. I would never say any of those words, Maestro Shea. There's no evidence of it either. How dare you? Thanks for the 100 bits, though. Oh, fuck, we gotta run, dude. Before the fucking spiders cut off my whole ass. Yeah, there's no command. That's true. Hintertomb is next, now that you mention it. I forgot we got that last time. Can you leave me alone, you bully ass individual? My god. Yo, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat as well. Paul Marcano. Am I saying that right, by the way? I'm hoping so. Saw your Thirst Mesmer short? Oh, shit. Which one? No, I think I only have the one right now. My build for Elden Ring. My build for the... So for the first playthrough, I did a level... It was New Game Plus. So I did a level 200... I call it the Jack of all trades build. Stop. There's spiders on the ceiling. This place is a fucking nightmare. I feel like I'm in my own bathroom. Remember I told you about the spider infestation? But then on the second playthrough... Chat, which character did I bring again? Oh no! I'm dropping frames. I'm so sorry. Oh no, troubling. I'm waiting. I think we're okay. Okay, we should be back. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. Well, it just could be internet. I think we're good now. If it happens again, I'll just pause. Yeah, refresh. Okay. Perfect. I'm just telling everyone to refresh. We should be good. Okay. I don't remember which I did for a second playthrough on Elden Ring, because the build in the short, I think, was from the second playthrough. Preparation for the Bloodborne PC remaster. It's definitely happening. I'm gonna be real with you. Even if they remaster this game on PC, I'd probably still play it on Play 4. Play 4? PS4. 5, actually, really. I don't really care that much about FPS, so it wouldn't make a difference to me. Yeah, play 4, play 5. That's what I call it. All right, sorry. Paul, if you're still here, what weapon was I using in the short? Because that will help me remember which build I was using. I don't remember. Are you shooting at me, you bitch? What the heck? Frame drops and Bloodborne frame drops are indistinguishable. I actually resent that so much, bro. Like, for real? Bloodborne is a stable game. I'm sorry, Bloodborne's stable. I will not hear that. Do you have one eye? Can you show me? Oh, look at that. That's actually really neat. So it just looks like the other one is covered, but that does suggest he's only got one eye. That's cool lore, all things considered. Those guys are weird. A lot of enemies in the Chalice dungeons are... I don't want to say like cut enemies, but some of them are definitely cut, yeah. Some of them are sort of like enemies that later made it into Dark Souls 3, but there's a lot of unique enemies here. I'm lost as shit, bro. Where the f... Oh, here we go. Wait, no. Wait, here? Eh? Wait. I don't remember what this is. Have some color in this game? I do know what you mean. What I will say is this is sort of like a... Like, the game's aesthetic is a little dark. Most of the color comes from the sky or blood. It's definitely a muted palette, but I feel like that kind of works for a game that takes place mostly in nighttime. And despite the fact that it's mostly dark, I think it manages to maintain a lot of beauty. Ah, this guy. Whee! Surprise, bitch! Oh, fuck. Ugh! I'm trying to shoot, but the game... Like, I'm stuck, so that's, like, my bad. These are really good parries, I know. Rare enemies? Yeah, no, I don't think they're, I don't think the enemies are rare because of... I don't think they were left in by accident. I think that they're just supposed to be rare. There is an element of randomness to the Chalice dungeons. Not these ones, not the story ones. But the randomly generated ones are random, you know? I have no memory of this. I don't even know where I am in the dungeon. Like, is this optional? I think that, like, this is optional. But is this before or after the boss? I think it's gotta be before the real zone or something? Oh, well. We're just gonna wander. Gandalf moment? Bro, I'm actually Gandalfing so hard. I'm back to reading. That's what I meant by random? Yeah, no, there's actually randomness in the Chalice dungeons, but not these ones. So these ones, they kind of mention it in a fairly lore-friendly way. They're like, the chalice is warp when you use this particular thingy majig, and it makes you all goofed up, and then the chalices are warped and maze-like, blah blah blah. So the story dungeons, the ones that I'm using right now, are all the same each time. But there's also a bunch that are not the same each time. Evil Within? Oh man, I heard that was a really good game. I actually played it, I went to a con years and years ago before it came out, obviously, and I got to play it early a little. It was really scary. Even this, like, little nerd hits really hard. Dang. Oh, shit. Oh, that counted. That's ideal. Ritual Blood 4! Perfect. Also a fair number of souls, blood echoes, whatever. Open the door. This leads to... treasure? Oh, great. Hey, watch this. Okay, don't watch that yet. Don't watch that yet. Did he fall? Oh my god, he's so dumb. Okay, never mind. Oh, dude, he's coming. He's coming. Open the chest quickly. I'm too short. Get out of here, guts from Burke. Well. Okay, in my defense, that was like the longest wind-up of all time. There should have been more. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually really happy with the way the chalices are designed, mostly. There definitely could have been a little bit more variety in them, but considering the sheer amount of content in them, both in terms of unique bosses, I think it's pretty cool. They are a little bit meandering. Like, they do take a long time to complete fully from start to finish. But... and some of it, you know, some of the bosses are literally just pig, you know? So I'm not saying they're perfect. But I think they have like 4 or 5 different biomes, effectively. It's pretty neat. Just learn your theory on Hugh and the round table hold. That's like my favorite pet theory, seriously. I don't like when people take away Hugh's agency. It's one of my favorite. Oh my god, I'm lagging again. Oh my god, sorry. Ugh. Okay, we should be good. I'm just gonna wait for a minute. Sorry, gamers. Okay, I'm gonna make notes of a couple things I got to adjust. Notification volume. And frame drops internet. Okay. Boss Pig has special Boss Pig moves. You know what? I have to give credit. That's true. It does. Admittedly, I've never seen them because mostly I just defeat the pig. I'm not lost, by the way. I just look like I'm lost. I'm totally not lost right now. I know it's nothing, but I have to try. Okay, okay. Dungeons in this game are better and scarier than any in Elden Ring. It's true. What I will, except for maybe the DLC ones, what I will say, Elden Ring, I like to compare both Elden Ring dungeons and Chalice dungeons, because I did like in Elden Ring at first how I thought they were well implemented because it's an open world, so you can explore them as you explore the world. I thought that was a very natural implementation, but frankly, there's quite a few of them, and by the end, a lot of the time, you're just kind of over them. Right? You know, you're like, okay, I've done this dungeon. You only do them again if you need something from them. And there's very few that are fun on a second run. I would argue the ones with the chariots, those are fun. I love those. Oh, I never lit this lamp. Oh, that's my bad. I think I just ran through. I didn't notice there was a door here. Okay. But yeah. Google Pixel? No, I have an Android. First jar innards? Yeah, the DLC dungeons are phenomenal. I think they're untouchable. But the ones in the base Elden Ring game, other than the What are they called? The hero graves. The hero graves are some of my favorite dungeons in Elden Ring. But generally, most of the ones that are just like a dungeon in the middle of nowhere, like they're not the most memorable. So I think it depends. I'm just gonna use these blood echoes for something. Only time I wish I had summons were in the Chalice dungeons. You can summon people in the Chalice dungeons. It's just a little tougher. Yeah, finding someone in the Chalices can be a bit tough for sure.
Let me.
Elden Ring is better than Bloodborne? I mean, I disagree. I like Bloodborne much more, but that's okay. Some people like Elden Ring more. Whatever, man. I think the only time where like we can really say that one is better than the other is never, actually. They both do different things. Oh, what I was gonna say though, Bloodborne's dungeons are scarier, but Bloodborne is way more of a horror game. Elden Ring still has horror elements, but I would argue that Bloodborne from start to finish is a psychological horror game. And a survival horror for that matter. It doesn't, it's not like Resident Evil, you don't have to worry about your inventory and stuff like that, but there is still this horror aspect that's from start to finish, versus Elden Ring is generally not a horror game, but does have horror elements in certain sections. Sort of like the first time you were at the Royal Carian Manor, or the Carian Manor, pretty spooky. Some of the dungeons, especially in DLC with the jar innards, scary. Yeah, so I just think Bloodborne from start to finish is pretty horror. Current FromSoft tier list. I actually want to do a tier list. Is DS2 above Elden Ring? Oh, for sure, for sure. DS2 is... I love DS2. I really love Elden Ring too. But I just love Dark Souls 2. I think it's like... It's more fun to replay for me. And I like more of the bosses, so that makes it more fun. Alright, let's see who this boss is. Speaking of how much I love bosses. Is it gonna be Brainsucker? Is it gonna be Pig? Watchers! Alright, I can take you. Bit of a tough arena for you, though. This might be... Oh, okay. The parries make it a lot easier. But handling 3 of you guys is... not gonna be the easiest. Oh my god. I'm still not very good at Watchers. Why did I try to parry that last second? I have to be a little bit more careful here. Good parry. Whoa, I thought you were a lot further away. Oh no. The fellas? The fellas. So these guys, you kind of have to... Oh shit, I doubted my own ability to parry there. DS3 in the corner, which is fine. DS3 is mostly in the corner, but I still love it. Oh, that was the chieftain I got first. Cool. Oh shit. Gotta watch out for the shoosty boy over there. Oh, that was a pretty good parry. One with the gun is annoying. That's why they give you these lovely... Ah, I goofed it. Oh, shit. Oh, no! That was a bad heal on my part. I definitely panicked. I was not expecting that amount of damage. Wow, that did a lot. Chalice dungeon bosses random? Are they the same? In the story, they're the same. They're always the same. I think there might be a way to tell who's the boss in the randomized ones. I gotta be honest, when it comes to the randomized ones, I'm not the most aware of them because I don't delve into those too often. DS2 more or less horror than Elden Ring? I would say about the same. I think all the FromSoft games, Sekiro, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne, oh no, not Bloodborne, sorry, and Elden Ring, all have similar amounts of horror. I think Sekiro might have a little bit more than the others though. Now that I think about the fucking headless, those things make me fucking shit my pants. I hate those. Like, I love them, but I hate them. DS2 doesn't have any horror? Wow! Okay, I got styled on. Well, I mean, you do go to like a haunted grove. filled with darkness and strange creatures, and then you light a ghost boat that takes you to jail. I thought that section was pretty spooky. Dark Souls 1 has the drowned ghost city. That's pretty horror, to the point that you can't even hit the enemies unless you're cursed. Dark Souls 2 also has like the body horror with the spiders, as that's a really good one. And something happened to the leader of the city there, that he basically lost his mind. This is very basic, but he lost his mind and he allowed spiders to eat all of his people. It's pretty horror-y, I would say. You died to the Jonas Brothers of Bloodborne? I mean, listen, the Jonas Brothers... I don't remember them looking like this, you know? A little different, I feel. I'm seeing a lot of DS2 slander, and that's okay, but I just want you to know that I really love that game. Okay, I did totally get freaking... Wow. Everything's going wrong. They don't even wear pants. I just want you to know that. You can see their cheeks right out. I love DS2 very much. I'm very positive toward it, but it's a very controversial game, mainly because it's very different from Dark Souls 1. So a lot of people don't like it because of that. There's a lot of other reasons, but like to sort of move away from all the BS. Dark Souls 1 is very different from Dark Souls 2 in many different ways. And this leads to disappointment because, of course, with a sequel, you want it to be very similar. It's sort of like Dragon Age, how Dragon Age 1 was very different from Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 1 was well known for huge roleplay ability. Roleplay ability? You could roleplay. You could pick your origin. Tons of dialogue options. Versus Dragon Age 2, you play a single character, and you can roleplay still a bit, but it's a lot more limited. It's narrower in scope. So a lot of people hated Dragon Age 2. A lot of people also loved it, like me. So basically, it's just different. Never played DS1, so it won't be an issue for me. I also really do recommend DS1. All FromSoft games have something to offer, in my opinion. And I think the best thing to do is decide for yourself. Because a lot of people are like,
No, this one's bad. Don't even play Dark Souls 2. It's so bad.
don't listen to those people. Decide for yourself. The one advice I will give to anyone playing Dark Souls 2 is level up your adaptability. The one thing about Dark Souls 2, and this is also controversial, some people don't like this, it's fair. Dark Souls 2 has, hang on. Customizable iframes that are linked to a stat. So it can be tough if you don't know about this. Dude, I'm getting my ass beat by the washers right now. Yep, we're, Last Bastille and the Last Sinner also on the darker side, similar to a horror element. Yeah, there's an area right outside the Last Sinner where you're in like knee-deep water and you can't run and you're surrounded by enemies. One of whom looks like two people attached on one body. It's pretty horror adjacent. Like, listen, I feel like when we talk about horror, people go like, it's gotta be like jump scares, it's gotta be like aliens, it's gotta be so scary that you're like crying. No, there's like lots of different aspects of horror. So a lot of people will play this game or talk about it or watch me play it and be like, this isn't scary. It's really good in-depth horror, especially when you have your earbuds and you're listening to it, like the sound design, the tight corners, enemy popping out over here, enemy sneaking up on you. Like there's so many horror elements. It's just not the type of game. It's like oppressive versus genuinely, it's not going to make you scream. Then again, I have totally like yelled at this game a couple times in my past, so. Oh, it happened again? Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, hopefully that speech wasn't fully gone. Okay, give me 1 second, all right? I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually just remembered I wanted to test something. One sec. I should be able to fix the audio. I totally forgot about something I did before I started stream. And their workforce, it was a win. Yeah, I really, really like Dark Souls 2. I also think that people get really bogged down, and I get why. Dark Souls 1. Hang on. Sound. I gotta use all my brain for this one moment. OBS. Where is OBS? There we go. Okay. There should be audio on commands now. Oh, wait. Is the game audio doubled up? Okay. Do you hear the game, chat? Are you hearing this? I think it should be working now. That's a love of DS1. Yeah, okay, so DS1 is a really, really focused game. It's very narrow in scope with a super hyper-connected map. And people really enjoy that. When people talk about what they like about Dark Souls 1, the map is one of the... Yes? Okay, perfect, thank you. So, oh, I'm frame dropping again. Are you fucking kidding me? Ugh. Sorry, I don't know why this is happening so much today. It's a little bit of a test today. But I am unfortunately sort of dropping a shit ton of frames. Okay. We're just gonna have to keep going. I know it sucks a little bit, but no matter what, we will be able to, like, I have my cable, I can stream. I just have to work out a few of the issues on my temporary setup. Hello, we're back. Hello, sorry about the frame drops. I think we're back though. I was talking about Dark Souls 1. People love the map design in Dark Souls 1. Understandably, it's very interconnected, tons of shortcuts. You can't teleport from location to location in that game, so the map needs to be really, really well connected. Bloodborne name more iconic duo. No, it's my internet.
Test.
Oh, there we go. It works. Thanks so much for testing that, Master MPS. Thank you for the 100 bits. It's actually my internet though. It really is. Wait, what is this? Oh, I went in a big circle that I didn't mean to do. Marlo is secretly playing Fortnite in a closet. He does love Fortnite. Okay. What was I saying? Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 are different. They are departures from one another. And this led to some people being disappointed. But both games are really good.
I've also heard the usual, it's a good game, it's just not a good Dark Souls game.
There's literally, at this time, one Dark Souls game in existence. So, like, I just don't know how we can say this with such confidence. Do you know what I mean? People freak the fuck out. Man, gamers are sensitive. I'm not saying they shouldn't be. I'm just saying they are, man. My parries are bad and I feel bad about it. Oh, I'm dead. That's okay. DS1 is a masterclass in level design. It sure is. And you know what? While I enjoy it, I prefer Dark Souls 2. And its design philosophy, because when I play Dark Souls 2, I actually feel like I'm exploring somewhere. I think that Dark Souls 2 has lots of evidence of being quite actually an Alice in Wonderland sort of game. And there's tons of little suggestions about this throughout the game that are actually really neat. But from the very start, it's sort of, in a way, it's very proto-Bloodborne, and it isn't actually that surprising that these games were developed at the same time, both Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, because Bloodborne begins with us entering a dream, question mark? Is that what's happening? Is it? Are we awake? Are we dreaming? What's the difference? And Dark Souls 2 begins with us already in a strange mirror world. If you watch the opening cutscene of Dark Souls 2, there is a ton of detail that a lot of people miss. I missed it too. For example, 1 second, the environment. You're on a boat and you're traversing water, and there's no reflection of the land of the ruins that are above you. It's very neat. So in Dark Souls 2, I just really like exploring, feeling like I'm actually traversing this world. I don't really care about it making sense, like, oh, I went underground and now I'm not underground sort of thing. I don't know, it just doesn't really matter that much to me. Dark Souls 1, while really impressive, is not something that I value that much. And I value what Dark Souls 2 provided. Someone else might have the opposite experience, where they're like, man, I don't like this big world. I want it to make more sense. Same, Mitch. It's my favorite replay game. Except maybe Bloodborne. Bloodborne's still probably my favorite to replay. Yo, Stade! We were just talking about Dark Souls 2 right now.
Oh, dang it! Playing Bloodborne and oh fudge. Playing Bloodborne and talking about Dark Souls 2. Name a more iconic duo.
Fuck! Don't shoot me, please. I'm innocent! I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment today. I'm using up every single healing that I have at this time. Oh fuck, I hesitated. Hesitation is defeat. How many of you played Sekiro? No! I'm getting my ass beat by these top lords. Didn't like what Dark Souls 2 did with New Game Plus. That actually is the hottest take of all time, because let me tell you something. Sorry, I have a footrest and it's not working really good. Dark Souls 2 is the only game that has changes in New Game Plus. The only one. It actually makes New Game Plus a slightly different experience. It's seriously not something they've done since. It's the sickest shit. There's literal, like, not quite cutscenes, but close to it. New equipment, new weapons, new lore. In New Game Plus exclusively. It's the sickest shit. I love it. It breaks my heart daily that they don't have it in the other games. I thought Elden Ring might have it. Also, people forget about the quest lines in Dark Souls 2. I actually got another comment the other day on YouTube. You know how you can summon Nefeli to fight Godric? Well, I did, and I thought that maybe Nefeli is like Lucatiel, and you need to summon her for bosses. And I talked about it while fighting. I said why I'm summoning her for the fight, and I put all of this effort in to make sure she was there. And I had people who were like,
there are no quest lines in Dark Souls that involve you summoning NPCs, so I don't know what you're talking about.
and I'm literally like, there are literally 2 in Dark Souls 2. Like, nah. People are so confidently incorrect. I even had the recent comment, though, it was a little funny because they were like,
don't you know that there was you didn't need to summon Nefeli for the quest?
and I'm like, yeah, in 2024 I do, but on my first playthrough I didn't. Do people not know what first playthrough means? Armor Core 6? Okay, Armor Core 6, you're right. Actually, that's correct. It boggles the mind. Go back and kick ass in the earlier areas. Yeah, I do love New Game Plus. I'm a big New Game Plus enjoyer. But in Dark Souls 2, there's actually a reason to. Oh, right. Rewards for No Death, No Bonfire. The ability to refight bosses at any point. Oh, I really thought I nailed that. Oh my god, really? Bro, the Watchers are beating my ass. Even on Elden Ring DLC, I summoned with hopes I would change their quests. And I think it actually has some relevance. So it actually does in the DLC. Now that you mention it, good point, Master MPS. Yeah. People are made to pay for the game 3 times, once for base game, 3 DLCs, which amounted to a second copy, and the Scholar again for next-gen compatibility and online functionality. Yeah, no, that is a fair reason to criticize. It's sort of like when we criticize Elden Ring's release for performance issues. That's a fair thing to criticize. But the problem is that I don't really hear that type of discourse. I hear the usual. I hear bad map, bad elevator, lore retcon, bad hitboxes. That's what I generally hear from folks. I have no problem with fair criticism. Also, frankly, I don't really care if people like a game or don't. I don't care. It's like, I literally have people try to troll me and be like, haha, Bloodborne bad. And I'm like, if you don't like it, that's fair. I don't like, why would that upset me? I don't get it. Like, what are you gonna say next? That you don't like spaghetti? Like, okay, I really like spaghetti. Just don't eat spaghetti then. But if someone's asking me, tell me about spaghetti, I'm gonna tell them about spaghetti. Like, what's the lore on spaghetti? No, that's like fair. Like, yeah, there's a similar thing going on right now with Persona 3 Reload, the remake. The DLC, any DLC, was supposed to be included in the season pass, and they retroactively changed it. So now to buy the DLC, you have to buy it separately. The episode I guess DLC, which is coming out, I think in like a month or something. So that's really annoying. But people aren't paying attention to that. They just go, oh, I heard the DLC is bad and people don't like it. No, it's something else. Okay, I'm winning this time. I just gotta be careful. I may have spoken too soon. Steered the public perception of DS2. Fuck. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. I might have to use the dungeon, the special dungeon that gives you like blood vials, because I'm having a bad time. What lore retcons even happen in DS2? None. As someone who loves lore a lot, in my personal opinion, I don't think there were any. If anything, I think there were a couple lore retcons in Dark Souls 3, but, and this is a big but.
Big butt, you said?
Sorry. No, I'm the Coomer. Or Gooner. I don't know what the difference is. I'm sorry. I'm using words wrong. I shouldn't use slang I don't know about. But, like, it's funny, though. Bro, quit it! Rude ass. Dark Souls 3 changes lore, but Dark Souls 2 is still referenced directly in Dark Souls 3. So anyone who says
Dark Souls 2 isn't even canon
is literally lying. Like, I just want you to know this. That's all. That's all. You don't have to like the lore, but it's fucking right there. There's... Oh, great. There is tons of reference to it. Dark Souls 1 as well, but Dark Souls 2. The issue with Dark Souls 3 is that it sort of retcons some of the things Dark Souls 2 did, because Dark Souls 2 was brave and bold and beautiful, and it wanted to do something sick, and then Dark Souls 3 is like,
you like fan service?
Lighting was a big thing. Well, we just got raided by Stade, who is working on a Dark Souls 2 lighting mod. How appropriate. Man, we're gonna be here for a fucking minute. The only thing I have to say is that you should play the games. That's all. Oh, he pulled out a weapon now. Right. Okay. That means I can parry you. The torch mechanic? Oh, dude, I do love that. All right, that took a little longer than I would have hoped. But we did it. Yay. So I think we're going to pause on the Chalice Dungeons for right now. And continue playing the game. Lighting? Yup. That's you. Not liking how the game looked like at first, especially compared to the trailers. Back to the meat? Yeah, back to the meat of the game, for sure. Everything with the giants and the giant tree memories. Oh, that was such a cool function. I also love Fragrant Branches of Yore. All right, I'm gonna end the Dark Souls discussion now. It's perfect to talk about this stuff when I'm in the Chalice dungeons. There's only so much I can do while we're just like running around hoping not to get lost. And by we, I mean me. I'm the one getting lost. Ooh, new item. This is a neat one. A blade of bone coated with gruesome spinal fluid used by old labyrinth watchers, in particular those presiding over rituals. When a victim is cut by this blade, the green spinal fluid temporarily numbs the senses, disturbing the target's gross motor skills. The blade, never intended for battle, must cut deep to be effective and breaks. This is the bewitching branch of this game. Great facts people are talking about recently. I feel like I'm permanently entrenched in the Dark Souls 2 discourse, so like I'm good. I also I try not to be exposed to average gamer opinions if I can help it. You know, it leads to pain. It's just normally I just wish I hadn't, you know. Okay, we've read these. I don't think we have anything new here. Understood who is important without watching a lore guide? Do I want blood vials right now? Or do I want a level? I want blood vials. I think I buy 47. Why do they make the bone blade thicker to avoid it breaking? Are they stupid? Why don't they just give it some calcium? Where do we leave off? Old Yarnum. Wish I had Wick. Oh, I think we're ready for Vicar. No, we're not. Well, yeah, kind of we are, but we also aren't. Yes. We have a fair bit of insight. How much do I have with these? 21, huh? So I could get 48. I need 50. Chat, can I confirm? I'm bad with numbers. I forgot again. How much insight do I need to use the Hunter Chief emblem? Hi. You want to do a prayer or something? You're breathing. I don't think I've ever heard her breathe. 50? It is 50. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's make a Hinter Tomb Chalice real quick if I can, because that would be very I don't have enough money. No. I'm poor. I need a little bit more insight. So let's play the game. Let's just continue playing the game. Yeah. Reminds me of one specific enemy type in this game and I feel rage. Do you mean the DLC enemy? Or the yeah, did I say DLC? Oh man, talking's having a rough go. Hi, do I have any blood right now? I don't. Let's get some from you.
Oh, do you wish to have my
I didn't mean to
blood?
skip that, I apologize. Yes.
Yes, of course. Coming close. Now. Take my blood.
Okay, so we did read this before. Just double checking. We are probably going to take Ariana's, but we're only going to take it once. I have a specific route for her quest line I need to take, so we're not going to let her get too jealous. But I'll tell you what happens. There's a couple different routes for the quest lines of the NPCs in this game. Someone said 50 the last time you asked? Okay, perfect. I need to double check. I always forget these things. So we're gonna go over here to the right. Oh, check this out. Okay, okay, okay. Look at his lantern, whatever. Do you see how we did? Do you see that attack? Do you see how it's got eyeballs fucking all over it? It didn't have eyebrow. Did I say eyebrows? It has eyeballs all over it. It didn't have that before, but it did have that before. We just couldn't see it. Eyebrows. Yeah, I'm having a time today. So, because we now have more insight, we are able to see things that weren't there before. They've been there all along. We just haven't been able to see it. Also, it makes you susceptible to certain things. So, for example, now there's some sort of weird spectral power on this site that was not there before. Or at least not visible. Because having high insight makes you susceptible to different things. Yeah, they cast spells now. You've gained eyes on the inside? Exactly. So I had a bit of an incident with a brain sucker, so I wasn't able to show this off before. Another benefit of the Chalice dungeons. One of the greatest mechanics in a game ever created. Agreed. It's really fascinating and blends very well into the lore. It's a this too. I want to get hit by this. I want to show you this. You see that weird bar? I want to show you what that does if it fills up. Look familiar? Frenzy. It's a little different than Frenzy might be familiar with, though. How far into the game are you? I missed a couple of streams. There have only been 2 streams of Bloodborne, so we haven't actually done that much. We are just heading up to the Vicar Amelia area. I would argue the Vicar Amelia is like the midpoint. But at the very least, it's the point where things start to change. It's a shift. It's like real life, the more you know, the more you suffer. Yeah. We haven't gotten the sedative item description yet, but it basically says something along those lines. Hey, what up, baby? Just need a few souls so I can do a hint or two, Chalice. Excuse me. You have my souls. Return them to me post haste. My frenzy's filling up really fast, actually. Stream be lagging? Oh shit, again. Sorry, I'm waiting. I think it might be restream. Okay. Should be good now. I adjusted some of the settings on OBS. Not too much, but I'm hoping it'll help. 'Cause my internet is fine. Oh my god, it's so delayed. One sec. Okay. We should be good now. Kinda. Ugh, no we're not. This sucks. Okay, I think we're good now. Sorry, I hate internet problem. Why is this happening so much? I have no idea. Your PC? No, my PC's fine. I mean, it's good enough to stream, especially, you know, on console. It's, I think it's Restream. I use Restream to allow me to stream at a higher quality on Twitch and YouTube without putting too much weight on the internet, but I think it's causing some problems with it. Either way, we should be good now. I forgot what I was talking about before. Why does getting hit with the stick give you frenzy? The stick, when you get at a high enough level, you're able to see things that were already there on it, but you weren't susceptible to. So this color, the red, this one's a little bit unique, but generally it tends to be spirits, like ghosts. So it's possible this stick was used to kill many people. It reminds me of the executioner's gloves. It's similar. Or the wheel. Logarius's wheel, which is basically filled with the spirits of those who have been killed by it. Also, the concept of blood echoes is like sounds and things from the past, stuff like that, you know? Where is the secret thingy? Oh, it's lower. Okay. How am I gonna do this? There's a few individuals here I want to take out. Including you? Because I think you dropped bolt paper for me. Which I already have, but it's free. Those are people I need to talk to over here. I have to fight him over here. Because there's a secret second boy who will absolutely fuck me up. This is a weird analogy, but think of it like bacteria. Bacteria always exist. We know they are, but they're just microscopic, so we can't see them with our naked eyes, but they're still there. However, if you become aware of bacteria, once we understood the concept of microbes and, you know, tiny little things that can make you sick if you touch them, we get things like germophobia, right? Like, you know what they are, and you become scared of them, and you become susceptible to them. It's a weird analogy, I know, but it's not perfect, because here, you are always susceptible to germs, but you're not susceptible to status effects until you get a certain amount of insight. Insight gives you vulnerabilities that you otherwise might not have. Okay, there's this guy. He will shoot at you a whole lot, and he bricks you. So we have to be really careful with him. Tried Neo? I tried Neo. I heard Neo 2 is better, but I stopped playing Neo. It just was beating my ass. I actually ended up having a bit of fun with it. But I don't remember why I stopped playing. Can you get out of the fucking corner, you nerd? There's people here I need to talk to. Do you see the lanterns? Okay, he won't come out of the corner. That's fine. Okay. He's just dodging, and he keeps parrying me! Have enough for that Chalice dungeon? Yeah, I'm doing other things. I'm multitasking. Looks like the Hunter's Mark, which causes instant death if you visualize it with your mind's eye, so getting flogged with that can't be good. Especially since a lot of the Hunter's Marks, it looks like someone hanging upside down. And they are basically wielding crucifixes. Most annoying NPC in the game. Genuinely, I find this guy more annoying most of the time than Kanehurst's fucking crow. So you might recognize their outfits. They're wearing Yahar Ghoul garb. These are colloquially called the Yahar Ghoul Hunters.
Bless us with blood. Bless us with blood.
With blood. And you?
Bless us with blood. Bless us with blood.
Do you hear it in the background? They're just chanting it over and over and over again over here. It's a fun little thing to show off. Also, once again, the attention to detail. The dialogue is one thing. There's an item up there I forgot about. The dialogue is one thing, but when you are outside of the dialogue, there's a background sound of them continually talking. The amount of background voices in this game is... I can't even tell you, there's so much background speaking, and you can't quite always understand the words. It's really disturbing. Okay, that was not what I meant to do. NPC fights in this game are not enjoyable. I actually generally like them mostly, but when they, you know, when they shoot at you and they keep parrying you, it's a little annoying. This guy's annoying because he just spams the blunderbuss over and over and over and over again. Okay, where is that item? Wait, hang on. Isn't it? There it is. Just right here. I can literally hear them. It's so spooky. What's that? That is so spooky. I don't even think they're saying bless his blood. They're just... That's some weird shit going on in there. I love these NPCs who do nothing but talk. None of the other games really have this. You don't get to meet these people. You don't know their names. They have no story. They have no lore. They're just villagers. They're just people who live in the city. And they are terrifying. Sitting there whispering and shit like a bunch of freaks. They add so much to the game. I love it. Okay. This area, I have goofed it. It's a bit of a nightmare. I gotta remember how to get... Yeah, I gotta take the secret path. I actually don't really need to even go here. There isn't much here, but there is something I'd like to show off. You know what? I'm gonna unlock the Hinter Tomb. Oh, let's go. Let's check this out actually first. Or maybe not. Nah. I just want to use these blood echoes to open up the Hinter Tomb. And then we'll come down here. I don't need to come down here right now, but there's some really cool stuff I want to show off. It just will probably lead to my death. So we're going to come back without anything. We can buy a couple things. Air rune is blood echoes and the stick is protection. Sorry, which stick? This one? Oh, that didn't work out. Whispered some weird biting sound. It almost sounded like someone talking backwards. Like I heard blesses with blood, but there was something else too. God, there really is a lot of you guys, huh? You guys can't come in though? They can get close, but they can't come in. Bloody Crow sucks bad. I actually kind of like the Bloody Crow. I like the NPC fights generally. All right. I should buy this now. I just realized... Oh, but then I need... Okay. I may have made a slight mistake. I forgot I needed to actually use the... Intertomb chat. Okay, whatever. We'll use a couple of these. That's what they're for. I don't remember how many of these give though. They don't tell you. Mistakes were made. Intertune. There we go. We can get a little bit more insight by fighting the bosses in the Chalice dungeons before we progress any further. It's basically for one thing I want to show off, and I think it's pretty cool. Anything about Bloodborne you don't like? When I get lost in the Chalice dungeons, sometimes it does make me scared and I go, oh no, I don't like the Chalice dungeons, but I don't mean it. I just get a little lost and scared. There's a couple things that while I prefer when they do something else, I like that it's in Bloodborne anyway. For example, I like respec. I like being able to, in Elden Ring, you can change your name, you can change your build. I like that. You can't do that in Bloodborne. But I also don't mind too much because it's not a big deal to change my name, I guess. I don't care that much. It's fun in Elden Ring. You are a little stuck. There is no respec in this game, period. You can't change how your character looks, can't change your builds, you know. That is a weakness, for sure. Having to farm blood vials? If you're online, there is a Chalice code that you can put in that gives you hundreds of thousands of runes easily. So you don't need to farm for them anymore. You do need to know about it, but, you know. Visualize yourself in an ocean actually shields you from harm. Yeah, the runes in this game, you basically stamp runes into your head and they have actual effects. It's sort of this concept of mind over matter, right? It's very neat, all things considered. Some of the runbacks? There are a few bad runbacks, but that's kind of... Other than Elden Ring, runbacks were a thing. You know? Like, that's just how the game be, you know? Alright. Here we go. Hi. You know what? Fair enough. I'm sorry, is there another one of you? I don't remember there being two here. Ow, mean. I don't know why I like the long run backs. I don't mind them. I really don't. I understand why they get annoying. I like that there aren't very many in Elden Ring, but I also don't mind them. Oh, you. Hang on. There he is. He's still here. Cool. That'll help. So. Oh, good amount of blood vials. Okay, there's a door over here. Good old Bloodborne stream. It's been a while since I played good old Bloodborne. It's nice to be back. Don't remember any run back in Sekiro. Sekiro gave you movement ability. I don't remember any either. It's mainly because you could just run over all the enemies, mainly with your what's it called? It's not like a grappling hook. Your grappling hook. You have movement tech, so it makes it a lot easier. Ow. Ow, my butt. Sorry. Okay. Look at this cool thing. What's this? I don't know. It's a dead end. So, of course, check out the door. It's closed. What the fuck? There's nothing in that room, though. We looked. God, I love this game. Once again, though, there was something in that room. We just couldn't see it. 27 insight. Okay. I need 50. Let's do a little bit more Chalice dungeons. Although, I guess we could just fight Vicar. Really? That'll help a little. But before we progress through Vicar... Yeah, okay. Bye. Maybe not want to die in the boss so much more. Yeah, I would say that having a long run back also adds some tension because it makes you scared of dying, which makes you make more mistakes. So it kind of added to the horror for me as well. It's part of the reason Demon Souls is the most stressful game for me because those run backs suck. Like imagine if it takes you an hour to get to the boss. I don't have to imagine, that happened to me. We love door iframes. Never played but love Bloodborne? I hope you get the opportunity to play sometime if you would like. It's very, very great. Yeah, you guys can't come in. Inspect. Heir to the ritual of blood, purveyor of ministration. Place your hand on the altar's sacred covering and inscribe Master Lawrence's adage upon your flesh. 1 hour to chat while you get to the boss, though? 1 hour for me to fucking cry while I try. Okay, okay, okay. I love this. Okay. This is important. We might also remember the sacred, the adage that was mentioned as the secret passcode that would open the door. We also met the doorman who's waiting for the password. We don't have the password, but we just got the information on how to get it. Apparently, if we place our hand on the altar sacred covering, we will be able to... Oh, it's happening again. Oh my god. Ugh. One second. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to check if there's anything, but it doesn't look like I can change anything right now. I don't know what the problem is. I think it's restream. It sucks. I'm sorry that keeps happening. I don't know what the problem is. Never been a problem before. Long runback was sort of a balancing tool. For runback is insanely tough. It means you got to come prepared. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't mind runbacks, but I also don't miss them at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I'm glad there aren't runbacks in Elden Ring. But the thing is, what I will say is for the toughest bosses, there tended to be less runbacks. So for example, in Elden Ring, sometimes they're not really a run back, but you do have to run a little. If there's a boss that is directly next to a site of grace, they're probably going to be a toughie, and they're expecting you to struggle with it a little bit. Like Melania, Mesmer, Radon. Radon has a run back. Oh, not really. No, they have... Oh, yeah. I forgot there's Stakes of Marika. But the balance is with the Stake of Marika is if you don't have the... like if you want to change your build, if you want to teleport back, you're gonna have to do a run back again. The Stake of Marika kind of balanced it off a little bit. There we go. Okay, looks like we're good for now, so I can talk about this again. Bloodstarved Beast? Oh, that's a bad run back. But it teaches you how to engage with the level, you know? Oh, I'm missing water. I knew I was missing something. All right. Anyway, before I had to try to fix my freaking restream problem, this teaches us what we're supposed to do. You don't have to read this, but I guess we're sort of presumed to have this knowledge. And this is the Grand Cathedral. We're in the Cathedral Ward, and this is at its core. Now, remember that weird creature who squished us and then murdered us and picked us up in his hand even though it was invisible? You might notice it had a face kind of like this. And until now, it's been mainly beasts. And there was one brainsucker, just one of those weird tentacle creatures. But this is the only time that we've seen anything like this. They are holding some sort of spear, perhaps a fishing harpoon. In fact, I would argue they're holding harpoons. We also saw a similar statue with a similar face in the Hypogean jail when we were kidnapped. Oh, this.
Remain wary of the frailty of men. Their wills are weak, minds young. Were it not for fear, death would go unlamented. Seek the old blood. Let us pray, let us wish to partake in communion. Let us partake in communion and feast upon the old blood. Our thirst for blood satiates us, soothes our fears. Seek the old blood. But beware, the frailty of men. Their wills are weak, minds young. The foul beasts will dangle nectar and lure the meek into the depths. Remain wary of the frailty of men. Their wills are weak, minds young.
Okay, that's pretty much the prayer. This is the only time we're going to hear this prayer. So, you know, seek the old blood, partake in communion. They are drinking the old blood. Ishmelia got a unique face. It wasn't just a bell lady. You never see her face. The only reason we know she's a bell lady is because of tomfoolery, so she doesn't need a face. Unquestionably fishing harpoons? Yeah, I would say so. I think it's like, you know. This prayer introduces us to the concept of the beasts are tempting with nectar. That it's It sort of links to the opening cutscene where we saw the beast reach out its clawed hand and then it burned. That very, very, very opening cutscene. It introduces. Oh my god, I'm lagging again.
Wish to partake in communion.
Oh my god, I don't know if I'll be able to stream if this keeps up.
Communion.
This sucks.
Feast upon the old blood. Our thirst for blood satiates us, soothes our fears.
In like
Seek
5
the old
minutes.
blood. But beware, the frailty of men. Their wills are weak, minds young. The foul beasts will dangle nectar and lure the meek into the depths. Remain wary of the frailty of men.
1 second.
Their wills are weak, minds young.
Okay, can you guys even hear me right now? Because I can't even tell if it's okay. My internet is really good. She's making me lose my mind right now, Amelia. I can hear her. Okay, even refreshing doesn't fix it. I think I have to call it. This sucks so much. All right, Amelia is making me lose it. Not to mention, because of this chat is super delayed. Nah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, you guys are like a minute behind because of all the drops. Hang on, sorry. I'm trying to refresh to see where I'm at. Okay, I think we're good now. There we go. We're back. It just took a solid. Yeah, sorry, I muted the game just because it was fucking Amelia talking on a cycle. It drove me insane. Okay, I didn't want you guys to be insane as well. Yeah, that entire time I was in the red in KBPS, and it made the stream like super fucking delayed by like a minute. And now I think we're mostly back. Yep, I just hiccuped. Okay, that's promising. We're like sort of back in time. I guess refresh if you haven't. I'm gonna keep trying, but if this happens again, we might just have to call it for tonight, and that sucks. I'm having fun, dang it, but it's gonna kill it if I have to keep doing this. All right. I really want to fight Amelia and do more chalices. It's so much fun. I actually forgot how much I enjoy chalice dungeons. They're so much fun, especially like to talk to someone. Like we're talking, you know, we're chatting while I'm doing it. But if I keep dropping frames and you guys are a minute behind, I can't talk to you either. Okay. Oh, it happened again. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's real bad. It's like the preview is a nightmare. Are we back? No. Okay. Oh, we're okay. This sucks. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the problem is. I'm like trying to figure it out. Oh, excellent connection. Thank you so much, YouTube. Looks smoother than before. Here's hoping. And working fine for me. Interesting. All right. It's happening again. Oh my god. Because it's rough when I'm talking to you guys. You guys aren't here because you're a minute behind when this happens. So even if it looks okay, you guys are falling the heck behind. Oh, it's oh. It's happening again. Maybe restart PC. I'd have to restart the stream, and at this point, I don't think it'll fit. Oh, there we go again. Okay. Okay. I think I have to call it, gamers. It's really bad. Like I can't even talk to you. I can't be sure that it's actually going through, and I don't know what this is gonna do to the VOD. This sucks. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you guys can hear this. So I'm just gonna go back to BRB. Sorry.